Hey friends! Before we start the show, I wanted to quickly mention a way that you can get downloadable Eat Your Spanish worksheets and downloads of our Spanish learning songs while at the same time supporting our program. The answer is by joining our Patreon familia at www.patreon.com/eatyourspanish. For as little as $2 per month, you can receive bonus learning content specific to each episode. Plus, 100% of the money earned goes towards keeping our program on the air. I know we've said it before, but it's true. As independent artists, the success of our show remains in the hands of our supporters. So if you're having fun learning with us and want to support our work and receive additional learning material, please visit www.patreon.com/eatyourspanish or click on the link in every episode description. Thanks, amigos!
Bienvenidos, amigos!
Welcome, friends, to the very first episode of the Eat Your Spanish Marathon, where you get to listen back to all 20 or 20 lesson episodes of the podcast so far. Most of you probably already know me by now, but if you don't, me llamo Mr. Mouse, or my name is Mr. Mouse.
Y yo me llamo Mrs. Elephant, and my name is Mrs. Elephant. Together, we'll be your hosts for the entire Eat Your Spanish Review Marathon. Evan and Vanessa told us that we could take over the show for a while so that they could take a little bit of time off to be with their brand new bebé. But they wanted us to tell you that they say hola and they send over un abrazo fuerte, or a big old hug to each and every one of you. Well, amigos, we're so excited to go on this adventure with you, where we'll get to relive the stories from earlier episodes.
Ooh, like the one where I got to show off my cowboy skills riding that chihuahua?
Ooh, that's right, Mr. Mouse.
Ooh, and the one where I got to meet your familia.
Si, senor. I'm especially excited to listen to that one. But before we get going, we would love to give a special shout out to a few members of our Eat Your Spanish Patreon familia.
That's right! The first shout out goes to our amigos Emma, Asher, and Avery, their mama Erin, their papa Andrew, and their perrito Arrow. Hola, amigos! Vanessa told me a while ago that she gives virtual Spanish lessons to all of you, and that you're all amazing Spanish learners. You know, Vanessa helps me a lot with my Spanish too, and sometimes I take special notes and bring them to Evan, and then he and I will quiz each other back and forth to see how much Spanish we can remember. I wonder if you all ever do that too. I bet you'd have a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for all your love and support, and I'll be sure to let Vanessa know that you all were on our episode today. Hooray!
And last but not least, we're so feliz to give a shout out to our amigos Isaac and Aaron and their mama Aida. Hola, amigos! How are things going down in Texas? You know, I've never been there before, but I've always wondered about it. Say, Mr. Mouse, would you ever want to visit Texas with me?
Are you kidding? I'd love to. I bet you I could meet some real cowboys and cowgirls down there, and maybe they could even teach me some new tricks. Or maybe Isaac and Aaron could teach me a trick or two.
Oh dear, I probably shouldn't have said anything. Now Mr. Mouse is going to be talking about this one for the next who knows how long. Well, amigos, thank you so much for your love and support. We're so grateful to have such wonderful and thoughtful listeners like you, and we hope y'all are having a great start to your new year.
Time to start the marathon! The first episode we'll be listening to is the very first episode of Eat Your Spanish that ever existed, which is lesson Numero uno, all about greetings and goodbyes. Do you remember that one, amigos? It's the episode where you all first met Evan and Vanessa, and where we got to meet all of you.
Wow, that just seems like ages ago, Mr. Mouse. Especially since we're all such good amigos now. You know what else? Episode uno is also when we first learned how much you love to eat out of trash cans.
Some things will never change.
That is so gross, Mr. Mouse, but I still love you.
Aw, te amo también. again, Mrs. Elephant. I love you too.
Well, amigos, hold on to your hats now. It's time to travel back in the past, all the way back to lesson numero uno.
Here we go!
Hello, friends.
Hola, amigos.
Welcome to our first episode of Eat Your Spanish, a new Spanish language and culture podcast for children and families. Me llamo Evan. My name's Evan.
Y yo me llamo Vanessa, and my name's Vanessa. During each episode of this podcast, we will introduce you to a handful of new Spanish words and then give you a chance to sing them and play games with them until they feel familiar and fun to say.
We hope Eat Your Spanish makes learning Spanish fun and exciting for you. And now, it's time to play the theme song for the very first time.
Ready? Here we go.
Hello, friends.
Hola, amigos.
How are you?
¿Cómo están?
I'm so happy
Estoy feliz
to be with you.
a estar contigo.
Are you hungry
Tienen hambre
to sing and play?
a cantar y jugar.
'Cause on our menu
Porque en el menú
is Spanish today. Everybody sing.
Eat your Spanish, eat your Spanish, eat your Spanish with us today. Did you say spinach? No, I said Spanish. Okay. Eat your Spanish with us today. Eat your Spanish!
With Evan.
and Vanessa.
Spanish lesson time!
All right, friends, are you ready to learn some Spanish? Here we go. The first words we'll be learning today are words used in Spanish for greetings and introductions. So these are the first words you use when you meet someone. What is the first thing you usually say when you meet someone?
Hello?
Me too. So the word for hello in Spanish is hola.
Hola.
Now when I say the word in Spanish and Evan repeats it, you can repeat it along with him. It's really important to say the words out loud. Don't worry if it feels tricky at first, just do the best you can. Ready? Okay, repeat after me. Hola,
Hola.
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 Great work! The next phrase we're going to learn is the question, how are you? In Spanish we say, ¿Cómo estás? Let's try it together. ¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
Excelente! Let's learn one more phrase and then we'll sing a special song together. The third and final phrase we will learn today is the response to the question, how are you? Let's listen to it in English first. Evan, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
So in Spanish we say muy bien for very well and gracias for thank you. Muy bien, gracias. Now let's try it together. Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien, gracias.
Muy bien, gracias.
Perfecto! Now it's time to sing a song together.
Spanish song time!
Now that you've heard and practiced the words we'll be using today, we'd like to show you our special greeting song called Hola. First, we'll sing it for you, and then we can practice it together. It sounds like this.
Hola,
Hola,
¿cómo estás?
¿cómo estás?
Muy bien,
Muy bien,
gracias.
gracias.
Now we're going to sing the song, and we brought a few friends to help us sing.
Hola, amigos.
Hola, Evan! Hola, Vanessa!
Are you all ready to sing?
Sí!
See?
That means yes in Spanish.
That's right! Now here comes the music. We'll play the song through 3 times, and each time after I sing the first part, You can sing along with Evan and our friends on the second part. Drums, please.
All right, friends, here we go. We're going to repeat after Vanessa.
Hola,
Hola,
¿cómo estás?
¿cómo estás?
Muy bien,
Muy bien,
gracias.
gracias.
La, 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 Hola,
Hola,
¿cómo estás?
¿cómo estás?
Muy bien,
Muy bien,
gracias.
gracias.
La, 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 la,
Hola,
¿cómo estás?
¿cómo estás?
Muy bien,
Muy bien,
gracias.
gracias.
Beautiful singing, friends.
Muy bien, amigos. Now it's time to meet our friends Mr. Mouse and Mrs. Elephant for a special Spanish conversation.
Well, I've got a couple friends, and don't you know? If I told you who they were, well, you might say,
Aw, he's as tiny as a flower.
she's as giant as a house. Yes, it's Mrs. Elephant and Mr. Mouse. And now it's my pleasure to introduce you all to two very good friends of ours, Mr. Mouse and Mrs. Elephant. Hi, Mr. Mouse.
Hola, Evan.
How's it going?
Muy bien, gracias.
Oh, look, here comes Mrs. Elephant. Hola, amiga.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Mr. Mouse and Mrs. Elephant, would you mind taking over the show for a little bit while Vanessa and I go and get some lunch?
Sure, no problem.
Later, dude.
Hola, Mr. Mouse.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, gracias. And how have you been, amigo?
Muy bien, gracias. I just got back from a trip to visit my family in New York City, so I'm feeling great.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Did you have a good time?
I sure did. There are lots of humans there these days, but most people are nice as long as me and my cousins don't try to get too close to them. Also, the food there is excelente.
Wow, where did you eat?
I was hoping you'd ask. I ate from almost every single trash can in Central Park. There's food from all over the world in those trash cans. Mexican food, Indian food, and about 1 million hot dogs. The choices are endless. I definitely gained a few ounces. I mean, just look at this tummy.
Wow, that sounds like a dream. I would love to go sometime, but it's very difficult for me to travel. I can't just sneak into someone's luggage the way you can. Being my size in a city made for small creatures can be tough. I suppose it has its benefits too, though. I have no trouble at all reaching for the best bananas at the tops of the banana trees. My grandma always says you gotta take the bad with the good.
I hadn't really thought of it that way. Thanks for the words of wisdom, Mrs. Elephant. You're a great elephant to talk to. Whoa! Are you okay? You're making a really funny face.
Yeah, I'm fine, sorry. It's just my allergies have started to... Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, gee!
I'm okay. Phew, that was fun.
Oh, goodness me, I'm terribly sorry. My allergies have been really acting up lately. I better get home and have some hot tea with honey. Would you like a lift home? I could carry you on my back.
No, that's okay. I just caught a whiff of that trash can over there. I think it's time for lunch.
All right then, bye, Mr. Mouse. Adios.
Hasta luego, Mrs. Elephant. See you later.
Whoa, I hope Mrs. Elephant gets those allergies taken care of.
Yeah, that was a pretty big sneeze. It was really nice to see both of them. I hope they come back and visit soon.
Me too.
Oh, that reminds me, did you hear them use some Spanish words when they were leaving?
I did. I think I heard Mrs. Elephant say adios. That means goodbye, right?
It does. And then Mr. Mouse said hasta luego, which means see you later. Let's practice those words, and then we can sing our goodbye song together. We'll start with the word goodbye, which in Spanish is adios. So repeat after me. Adios.
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 Muy bien, amigos. And last but not least, the phrase see you later in Spanish sounds like this. Hasta luego. Can you repeat it after me? Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Muy bien. Oh man, that sound means it's almost time to say goodbye.
I can't believe how much we learned today. We learned how to greet someone when you first meet them with the words hola, ¿cómo estás?, muy bien, and gracias.
We also had a really fun time singing the Hola song with you all. Singing is one of my favorite ways of learning Spanish. I can't wait to sing with you guys again next time.
And let's not forget about Mr. Mouse and Mrs. Elephant. They were really funny, and I'm glad they stopped by to visit. I'm sure they'll be coming around again soon.
We've had such a wonderful time learning Spanish with you all today. But before we say adios, we have a very special goodbye song to sing with you. Are you ready, Evan?
Sí.
All right, here we go. Adios, mi buen amigo.
Goodbye, my good friend.
Hasta luego.
See you later. See you later, my good friend. Goodbye, friends. Adios, amigos.
See you next time. Hasta luego. Thanks for listening to the Eat Your Spanish podcast. You can support our podcast by visiting patreon.com/eatyourspanish or by subscribing to it and leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at eatyourspanishpodcast.com. Thanks for listening. Adios.